Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to another Baldur's Gate draft. Let's jump in here. So, this pack is pretty disappointing. Our rare Ragadraga is not that great and not in a great color pair, honestly. It can do some aspirational stuff, I guess I would say, but don't think I'm gonna be taking it here. This is a pretty unexciting pack in general. Like, I like Pegasus Guardian a decent amount. It's never a bad idea to start with a white card. Sepulchre Ghoul, I think, is actually probably a slightly better card than Pegasus Guardian. Young Blue Dragon, notable as a reasonable blue card to take, which is a rare thing. Hobgoblin Captain. I think I'm actually just going to start with the Guardian. I don't think it's too much worse than Ghoul in a vacuum, and it leads to some sweet stuff too, I think. So I'll give some points there for that. All right, what do we see here? So a pretty weak pack as well here. So we got Belt of Strength, which is pretty much an unplayable. We've got Guildsworn Prowler, which is fantastic, just really, really good. I'm probably going to take that. There's also a Herd Gorger. Worth noting, I've actually really liked White Green lately. It's kind of my pet deck or my deck of choice. Black White as well, but White Green I think has been kind of this nice mix of you get to play the good white cards, and when green's open, it tends to be like really open. You get all the good expensive ramp creatures and the Mythic and stuff. So not a place I mind being at all, but I do think Prowler is enough better than Herd Gorger that I'm going to take it here. All right, we got some room for spice here. We got Jan Jansen, and Jan's cool. Jan's a really good card. There's also a Soldiers of the Watch, which I think I'm making a lot of, I think, concessions here to fun. Like, I think that this is the more correct pick, just slightly being monocolored and, just very good as well. Jan Jansen, if you can fit it in your deck, I think is maybe the better card. It's a little bit harder to cast, obviously. Nothing else in this pack that's at all appealing, so yeah, why don't we take this? Ooh, okay, so, this is interesting. So now we're faced with a pack of all awesome green cards. All three of these green cards, excellent. I think Muralists is the best of the bunch. Myconid is the more flexible one. It allows you to do some kind of wild stuff. Linnorm, I'll play as many copies of this card as I can get. This is interesting. I think that Muralist and Myconid are close enough that I'm just gonna take the Myconid here. And, we're just gonna stay open, fill out the draft a little bit. Like if you guaranteed 2 dragons in your deck, you put 2 dragons in my deck at the end of the draft, I would probably take the Muralist. But I think this is just the more flexible option. I've definitely had drafts where I've taken Muralist kind of early and then never ended up with the dragon in my deck. Okay, well, this is a fairly easy pick. We're just going to take Humiliation. This is, I would consider pick 5 late for Humiliation, not in the sense that, I think white is wide open or anything, because, there's a rare gone, 2 uncommons are gone. Either way, I'm really happy to take this. I like Deadly Dispute a lot too, and it kind of has synergy with Jan if we do that, but this is just the more generically powerful card, so we're just going to take it here. Okay, so now we can take Pilgrim's Eye. That definitely plays well with Jan, and we've actually taken a lot of picks that kind of just, lead us wide open to any direction. This is kind of how I like to start my drafts generally, especially later in the format where, early in a format where people kind of don't know what the best decks are. You kind of just want to lean towards those best decks, black, white, or, whatever you think the best deck is. But I think later in the format, you want to just leave yourself more open because it's not going to be as likely that best deck is always going to be open. So stay flexible, take stuff like Pilgrim's Eye, helps you play more cards. Also, I've got a lot of questions about Pilgrim's Eye in general. I would just always play Pilgrim's Eye. I think in my super low to the ground aggro decks, like my red-white decks, I might not. But even still, some of my aggro decks are really mana hungry. This is just what I consider just a good card. 3 mana 1/1 flyer that draws you a card, draws you a land is really nice. Again, it keeps you flexible in the draft. This pack is a blank, by the way. So I'm just gonna take Ambush on the Road. But yeah, you can, not only is that just a fine rate, but you can always find a use for this. You can sacrifice it. You can give it plus power with a boon or something. It's really hard for Pilgrim's Eye not just be good in a random deck. Okay, so we could go really far off the deep end here and take Mirror of Life Strapping. I see this as a actually kind of funny, not really a blue-white card, unless you end up with a lot of Priests of Ancient Lore, but kind of more a green-white card because you get both Priests of Ancient Lore and Owlbear, and I think those are the cards that kind of make this card tick. I'm going to take it here over, Young Blue Dragon, and we're kind of, again, building really a spicy brew currently, and I'm not saying I'm going to play this card for sure, but it is the highest upside, card out of that pack. There's nothing else in that pack you really care about. Here, I don't care about anything here. I said, one of these are fine filler cards. I could take one of them. I guess I'll take the Manticore over the Beholder. All right, and the belt makes its way back. There's a Unicorn. There's a Seagate's Tower, which is the best card in the pack. I think I'm more likely to somehow make this this card fit into my deck than the Unicorn, so let's just grab that. Okay, I'll take a Circle of the Landred. I think there's like some weird world I played that. There's, despite being in multiple colors, I think that Navigational Orb is still probably a little too bad. The rate for you're paying for this is still too poor, so I can just see myself using this card a little more likely. All right, we have an Air Cult Elemental, so let's maybe bring this Seagate Tower back in. So we're definitely all over the place, but we'll focus in, in later packs. Like, this is often what my early packs look like at this point in the format, just kind of like my fingers in a bunch of different honey pots, and we'll figure it out in pack 2 and pack 3. All right, what do we get here? So we've got Fiend Lash, which I don't think is particularly good. It's a lot of mana to play and then equip, and then, there's a lot of places, there's a lot of game states where it's just like, it can feel like this card is really punishing. You're at 8, you've just stabilized, and they play a Fiend Lash, and it's like, oh my god, like, I can't beat this card now. But I think on average, the card isn't particularly good. There's Lulu, which is a fine card. I think this card's reasonable. I think it is worse than Paladin as a white card, though. So what do we take here? I'm kind of into just taking the Grim Bounty. Like, I think this is the best card in the pack. Black wasn't, like, particularly open last pack, but I don't think anything really was. Like, I'm not going to make a worst pick, like take a worse card here because I think a certain color was or wasn't open right here, because I don't think there was like clear signals either way. So if it's just a crapshoot, kind of just take the best card and see what comes of it, and I think that's what I'm just gonna do here. Ooh, okay, so a lot of interesting cards that you could take here. There's Ancient Copper Dragon. There's also another Humiliation. It's a very safe pick. There's also the Disputes. There's also OG. There's also Pilgrim's Eye. Like, it's just as a loaded pack. Even I didn't even mention the Linarm too. Yeah, so what do we do here? I think I'm just going to take the Humiliation. I actually think it's a better card than the Ancient Copper Dragon. And, like, we have very, very little stock in red right now, right? Like, I was saying, just take the best card when you can. And, I think that's just Humiliation, so I'll just take that there. Maybe if I was a bit deeper in red, I would take the Dragon, but, yeah. And here, I'll just take a Grim Bounty. So we're, like, maybe just settling into black-white as a base, potentially, here, for some nonsense, some amount of nonsense. We put these cards to the side. And that means that our original plan of going wild with Jan Jansen is kind of back on the table. So, all right, now I'm just going to take a Spawn. Just generically good card. I can see a world where we went super off the rails and did take a Prism. And Prism's not a bad card, Jan Jansen, but Spawn's just super solid. Ooh, this is a good pack. So we can take one of these super solid black cards here, or we can just take a Steadfast Unicorn. There's also these green cards, but I think now we're pretty off the green cards. So which card is better in our deck? I mean, Unicorn's just a good card. Like, here's the thing about Unicorn, right? I think a lot of people kind of think like, oh, it's a card you want one of, and you kind of want it more in your aggressive decks. I'm more like, I want 3 of them, and I kind of will play them anywhere. Like, the thing is with Unicorns is that I'm much more happy to draw 2 rather than 0, right? So it's like, I'll play multiple copies because I really, really want to see one in a given game. And if I draw the second one, it's really not that bad. Like, the first one bumps the second one. The first one dies a lot of the time. And, speaking to, like, do you want an aggressive versus controlling decks? I think, the decks in this format kind of just play enough creatures in general that I don't think you really need to make that distinction. Like, you get to the point, even in your mid-range decks, where it's just like, yeah, I'm just going to play my Unicorn and activate it, and I'm on defense and playing offense and pressuring you. So I don't really think this card's like deck specific or anything. I think you can just play it and anywhere it's going to be good. I'm going to take the Prism here over like Herd Gorge. There's nothing else I care about here. And I don't like Ranger Squadron at all. So just the card I can see us most playing. It helps us play the Jan Jansen and is good with the Jan Jansen too. This pack, sort of a blank. I guess I'll take a Chain Devil. This pack also sort of a blank. I guess I will take a Air Cult Elemental, and maybe there's a weird world where we dip back into blue. All right, as much as I think this card is medium, I will take it here. Oh, Deadly Dispute Wheel. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, well, can't complain about that. That helps us fix. Also just good with the Jan, and just a good card in general. All right, some crappy blue and red cards at the end of the pack here. Yep, just take a bunch of filler. Yeah, nothing too interesting. Ooh, okay, so we opened up Baba Saga. Man, putting me to the test here, because we also have Hippogriff, which is just awesome. So, Baba is a really good card with the Prism, with the... Oh, I could have sworn we had a... Where'd it go? Pilgrim's Eye? Yeah, Pilgrim's Eye. It's really good with Pilgrim's Eye. And it's just, like, pretty castable in this deck. So, if we're just, like, a black-white deck splashing Baba, splashing Jan, that seems pretty sweet to me. So, I'm just going to take that here. I think that the Hippogriff would maybe be the ever so slightly better card, just, like, the safer card, because... I mean, Bob is a good card, but you kind of just get your money's worth with the Hippogriff if you just get the, the Adventure side works. You make a creature indestructible in combat, or, you prevent a removal spell from working. It's for 1 mana. You're happy with that, and the Baba takes a little bit more setup, but, yeah, again, It's a sweet thing to do. All right, I'll take the Stick Together here. I think Stick Together is actually pretty good. It's kind of a funny card where this card's pretty good against most decks. It's bad specifically against the rare specialized creatures, because a lot of the rare specialized creatures are party members. So, you know, I hope not to run into any of those, but also has like some slight synergy in our deck, right? Like we've got a rogue. I'm sure there's like something creeping around here. Maybe not. There's actually, it's kind of funny. There's not actually a ton of party members just like at common in this set. So this is generally a Wrath, and this deck's looking for a Wrath. I think it's trying to play a slow game, so I'm happy to take it. Ooh, okay, so options. So we've got a Unicorn, which again, I'm happy with the second copy of. We've got a Confronted by Robbers, which I just like as a card quite a bit. Also Toll Keeper, just solid 2-drop. I think I'm probably just going to take the Toll Keeper as a good cheap card. Unicorn might actually be better, to be honest. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually more into for the Unicorn. I get, like, again, we just have a lot of stuff that synergizes with it. Like the Pilgrim's Eye is good, the Jan Jansen's good with it. You know, coming down a turn earlier or fitting it in some point in the curve for one is a slight argument for it over the Toll Keeper. I like Toll Keeper quite a bit. By the way, I think it's better than the common white 2-drops like the Lifelinker, the Double Team Creature, and the Boon Giver. I don't know any of the names off the top of my head. Let's see if I can say the Duskwatch, the Paladin, and the Soldier. Still not a good descriptor, but you know what I mean. And here I'm just gonna take something on watch. Yeah, the Toll Keeper is nice. Like sometimes you get to completely make them skip their turn if you're lucky, and they really needed, you know, they have one land in their hand and you get to tap it. Sometimes you get to just like make their big creature that was going to block come in tapped. Sometimes their haste creature comes in tapped, and just knowing a lot of their cards in hand is pretty valuable information. Here's an interesting pick. I actually just think I'm going to take a Dreadlanurn here, because this deck's in for a expensive thing. Like, it's got a lot of setup early. It's got a lot of things that help me stay alive, but I do think I want one pretty expensive thing. And I think with all this treasure and, you know, the Prism and the Pilgrim's Eye, I'm going to be able to play it. Well, will I be able to play it too? I think so. Like, I think it's not a step too far. This is, like, slowly turning into a Babala Saga deck rather than a Jan Jansen deck. I think I might play both of them still, but, yeah, we'll take the Litterm here. It also means I can bin this Squadron. Oh, that's such a good pickup. Yeah, second Pilgrim's Eye is going to make this deck tick. So let's grab that. All right, nothing I care for here. I will take Creature Camp. Yeah, sure. Curve Filling Creature if I really need it, but I don't think I will. All right, I don't hate Hook Horror. It's not the worst, and it kind of plays well as Stick Together, so I'll grab that. I also don't hate Baleful Beholder, but I hate Hook Horror a little bit less. All right, typical, you know, just bin a bunch of filler here. I imagine we don't get too much for the rest of this draft. Okay, so how are we building this? So as much as I dislike the idea of fixing cards, I think Myconid's just like good enough. Like once we unlock it with the Pilgrim's Eye, it does help us get to our more expensive things. So we're splashing, like the splash is a little bit ambitious here, like 4 green cards and a red card. But I do think with the double Pilgrim's Eye and the Prophetic Prism and the Deadly Dispute and the 2 Grim Bounties and some cheap interaction, it's passable here. And a Wrath, right? All these things add up to, you can stretch your mana a little bit, right? Like, I don't think, I would like it to be slightly cleaner, maybe a few more black and white cards in here, maybe 1 or 2 more fixers, but I do think we can get away with it. So I think mana base-wise, we're just going to play 1 Mountain and probably just 1 Forest. Like, the 2 Pilgrim's Eyes and the Prophetic Prism means that we've got, like, 4 colorless, you know, if you count the forest, 2 green sources and some treasure. We don't, the thing is we don't want it to these lands to interrupt the rest of our mana base too much, right? That's the main thing. You don't want to draw 3 forests in your opening hand, right? And so if we just have it like this, we've got 3 plains and then Prism and then Pilgrim's Eye, which really means 10 white sources, 8 swamps, which actually maybe we should switch that around. Well, we got a double black card, so it's actually kind of close. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that actually. And we've got, so it means 11 swamp sources or black sources, and then, you know, the same goes down the list for mountains and forests. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna run it like this. All right, this is a sweet one. Let's see how it does. Okay, yeah, it's a solid hand. We can cast our Prism, unlock the rest of our spells. We got our Wrath ready to go, as long as we find some other white source. So we got that here. We can sack our Prism to hit land drops and cast some treasure if we need to. Opponent mulligans. All right, we draw the red source too. So look, we just got all our colors here. Yep. Okay. Yep. Just play our Jund mana base here. Pass the turn. One plays an imp. Okay, so that's fine. My turn. Try a white card here. So what do we do? I think we just play the Baba. If they snap it off, it's unfortunate, but you know, if they don't, we get to sack a Prism, sack a land, draw some cards. Okay, they play a second Imp. We draw a Swamp. Okay, so what do we do here? So I think we just bash. Just get in there for 4, and we're just gonna probably kill one of these Imps. Like, I don't really want to sack Baba. Can you sack Baba? Yeah, you can sack Baba herself to draw some cards, but I don't think I really want to do that right now. So let's just get some pressure off the table. Yes, I've got a Wrath, but I would like to save that for a little bit down the line if I can. We really want to draw a Pilgrim's Eye. That's like the ideal thing here. Ooh, they draw a Cardum. Okay, so what do we want to do about that? We could just turn off its abilities next turn so that when it dies, they don't get cards, but I think it's fine for now. We could also kill the Imp. Okay, so we'll take some damage here. Let's see if they go get a 1. They do, they do. Alright, yep. We draw for turn, we draw our white source. Okay, so we could Wrath if we wanted. We could even pick up Baba and then Wrath post-combat here. Problem with that, of course, is that Cardum will get, 2 cards worth of value at that point. So I think what I might do is actually just humiliate the Cardum to turn off the abilities and then see what they play and pick up my Baba. I think that's probably my line. And we can pick it up post-blocks here. All right, so this is fine. Yeah, they've got a card under it. I'm going to go block, pick it up. And this is a little suspect, I will say. they might not play anything into this. But then they might not expect it because I only have 1 planes here, right? All right, so we take 2. Okay, that's an unfortunate one because that just comes back as a 2/2. But it's not that big a deal. Okay, so humiliate this. My turn. Cast my Wrath, or play my land first. Cast my Wrath. Yeah, they have a 2/2. They do some scrying. On the top of card. Alright. We might need to sacrifice this Prophetic Prism at this point. We'll see what they do, but can't just hold us around forever. Ooh, they dispute. Okay, okay. It's not bad. I don't mind them not adding to the board here. Although I imagine they will right now. Oh, yeah, that's adding to the board. Okay, so what do we have for that? We've got our Grim Bounty, so we're going to want to cast this now, I think. I don't think we want to waste this mana. Okay, okay. They also get a Devil here, which is unfortunate. Here's something I watch is nice. Okay, so now we get to go... Yeah, I think we're just going to play the Baba... Pass the turn. Hope they attack with the Raphel. Okay, and I'm gonna block here. So like, sure. Okay, so this is actually gonna work out in our favor, I think. No, it won't necessarily. Okay, so we get to 5 damage to this. I was going to say this is going to stay alive and we can sack it to itself on our upkeep, but they're just going to ping it with this Devil, so not true. Oh, they go to face. Uh-oh, opponent. I don't know if you wanted to do this, unless they have another way to kill it. Okay, they don't. We get to draw 3 here. All right. We'll take that. We'll take that. Oh, they're playing green too. Interesting. Okay, they do kill it, which fine. that's fine. I still feel okay now at this point because our deck's full of gas. We've got a Hook Horror. We've got our Myconid. So, yeah, I do not feel bad about our position. Now, I'm a little bit worried about what the green splash could be, of course, but... Okay. So we're going to bash here for 3. Yeah, we'll get in with the Myconid too. Why not? That's a turn. Ooh, spicy. Okay. I don't think they have anything, so if they... Let's see, I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have... Okay, I don't have quite enough to cast it and use the trick, so. Okay, we got it done, sweet. Oh, worth noting right now, if you see some wild dips in MMR or wild dips in ranking, there's apparently a bug where if you lose, you dip, you like hundreds of ranks, and sometimes you go up hundreds of ranks if you're already down at the like, thousands. So if any weirdness happens, that's why. All right, yeah, it's a good hand. We also obviously have to make the decision of what to get with this eye, but I imagine it's going to be a green source. Play my swamp first, as to not alert them if I have humiliation. All right, well, that decision has been made a lot easier now because now we're just going to go with the red source. All right, yep. Our Pilgrim's Eye. Take that action. Love taking actions. Ooh, they missed. They gotta go to discard. Okay. Well, we have a pretty reactive hand, unfortunately. So, even though they are missing a land drop here, it's not the best thing for me to see, to be honest. Discard Owlbear. Okay, so they're missing a color, too. Like, if I was a more aggressive deck, I could definitely punish a slow start. But this just means that once they hit other lands, they're going to have a bunch of spells in hand. So, not to say I would, like them to hit their third land drop there, but it's not a game over, is what I'm saying. All right, they seek new knowledge. Sure. Okay, they found their green source. Navigational orb. Ooh, okay, interesting. Do I want to flicker my Pilgrim's Eye here? Not in particular. I think I can just save that for now. Now do I want to? I'm most likely gonna cast this next turn. So yeah, let's do that. All right, they main phase the orb. Oh, I guess they put, yeah, that means they didn't draw land most likely. Because they want to put the land that they put in their hand on the battlefield untapped. Worth noting, if the Pilgrim's Eye was a card that demanded a removal spell, or I thought was something my opponent was going to, ooh, spicy, point a removal spell at some point, I would probably have not done what I did with the Pegasus. Because then I think there's like, some value to be gained from blinking in response to a removal spell. But it's just not going to happen. And yeah, I could wait around for the game state to be the point where I draw my Babala Saga or something, but I think it's fine just to, use it there. All right, they are colorful. They're more colorful than us, maybe, which is good. I mean, if we've got a bunch of reactive spells in hand, I guess the problem means they've got a lot of really good creatures in their deck, right? And us having a bunch of reactive stuff bodes well for that. Yeah, okay, that's good for us. We get to kill that, hopefully. All right, we draw a Linarm too. That's not bad. Better to cast that or just get this out of the way for now. I think I'm more into, yeah, just getting our Pegasus back. We get to bash, and we also have the Linarm trick up if we want it. So now we're in a spot where, it is, again, this is something that they would want to kill. So we have this up. We can kind of just play that game, and we're kind of in the check position. They kind of have to do something before we do. So I don't think it's unlikely that we do get our card off of the Linarm here. I'm going to cast it next turn if they don't cast anything that kills the Pegasus, but, I'll look very smart if they cast a removal spell here, is all I'm saying. All right, in for one. We'll take it. Ouch. Ah, okay. Well, that's a pretty good one. Okay, my turn. Unicorn, eh? Okay. So what do we want to do about that? I think I'm just going to play the Unicorn, activate the Unicorn, and plan to block with the Pilgrim's Eye. I guess this does mean that... Oh, let's see. I don't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No, I do have 8 mana, so I can still keep up the Linarm, so this is fine. Oh, this was a mistake, though. I should have used my treasure here. Yeah, I should have used my treasure, because now I won't get a 1-1. And I would have liked a 1-1 here. All right, if that's the case... No, if that's the case, we'll just chill. I could also just not block this thing, right? I think that's maybe not that bad. They get their giant sea monster, I get to just humiliate it. In fact, that might even be better, because if they get their giant sea monster and I humiliate it, or if they tap out for it to some extent, then I just get to end of turn Linnerm. Okay, well, now I'm just going to Linnerm now. Yeah, Linnerm here. I was going to say end of turn Linnerm, just kill them, because I'll have enough damage in the air. All right, well, that was what you call a positive exchange. I unfortunately won't get a Pegasus, because this is on my turn only, so... Oh, they're bashing. Nope, not bashing. All right, so let's see. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9 mana to work with here. Huh. So I'm just going to bash with the Pegasus and then play the Linnerm. Yeah, it seems solid to me. All right, that's very good for us. Let's just play this and say go. Yep, they get a spell. Herd Gorger. Alright, it's a good one. Yep. Means they're not just dead if they have an interaction spell here. They are just dead if I just pump and they don't have anything. Okay, see, that seems like that's the case. Yeah, alright, well, let's go to the next one. Alright, and this is one of the reasons why Pilgrim's Eye is great, because you can keep hands like this and not feel too bad about it. Especially if we have a Wrath too, right? Where they get to a quick start, we get to Wrath, we got our white source here, we dispute it. Alright, grab our Pilgrim's Eye, got a white source. And it looks like they've got either a Humiliation or a Hippogriff going on here. So, worth noting that as we go here. And luckily the stick together, the Wrath, does not... actually destroy things. It makes people sacrifice. Oh, but unfortunately, it's funny. They play the one card, or one of the few common party members in Priest of Ancient Lore. Alright, so we'll bash here. And I could play the Prowler and just dispute my Pilgrim's Eye. It's the most mana efficient thing to do, but I kind of don't mind keeping the Pilgrim's Eye around for a little while. I think I'm just going to play the Spawn. And yeah, if anything happens in combat, I don't really mind losing the Spawn if they want to use a trick here. Also, it's good to keep in mind if I think one of the cards they have in hand might be Humiliation, keep my dispute up for that so that we can at a later date, sack in response to a removal spell. All right, so they play a Unicorn. I'm fine just trading that off if that's what they want to do here. Found a green source. Okay, Jahira. All right, it's a good card. Not a party member, luckily. Oh, I wonder if they're looking at specialize here just to gain life through their Unicorn. I would imagine that's not happening because I've got a Death Toucher, but I don't know. I'm not them. Okay, so they're just going to kill the Pilgrim's Eye. Yeah, we have a response to that, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, not a bad draw. Not a bad couple of draws, actually. Also, worth noting, that means that I fizzled life gain there, so they don't actually gain life with the Unicorn, and I can... yeah, just make this trade. Alright, cool. Yep. Fine with me. Alright. We draw a Unicorn. So, at this point, it's, like, kind of interesting to figure out when do we want a Wrath? Do we even want a Wrath? And I think with 5 cards in hand, I'm cool just, like, playing their game for a little while and just trading off, making them commit a little bit more. So, I can just play the Pilgrim's Eye here. Go get a land. I suppose a green source. Worth noting, doesn't mean that I have to be a little bit careful about spending this treasure, because I might not be able to Wrath right away. I guess I have the Grim Bounty, but what do I do here? So I think I just chill and just go for trades. We've kind of got like a bunch of gas in hand. I don't need to attack for 2 and hope they block or something. I don't think they're going to block anyways, so might as well just block with our Prowler. Oh yeah, that's it. Oops. There we go. So there is that Humiliation coming out to play like we expected. So we'll just prevent that. Have a nice little blocker to boot. Also good too that it's not the Griff, the indestructible Griff instead, because that means our bounty won't get fizzled if we need the treasure. All right, they play a Bard. That's cool. So I imagine they're just going to attack with both here. Yep. What do I say to that? I say that's fine, because we're just going to play a Linnerm next turn if we draw a land, and even if we don't, it's not that big a deal. And I also kind of want to trade off the priest so that they don't have a party member. This is a party member, so it would be nice to keep it, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, we draw the land. I think it's a little too suspect if we don't play this out. And if we play this out, we're in a good spot anyways because we've got a 7/6 pseudo unblockable. Scanos. Scanos is a good one. Again, not a party member, but it's a good one. All right. I think I'm just going to bounty the Scanos. And now we're just in such a good spot because we can do this. We can get in, and they're just dead so quickly here. Wrath not even coming into play. And we've got protection for our Linarm here in our second Linarm. All right. Yep. There we go. Okay. Ooh, it's a nice hand. I like it. Opponent goes to 6. Okay, we draw our Unicorn turn 1, which is also pretty nice. Play a Horde Robber. All right, no problem, no problem. That's the turn here. Unicorn blocking Horde Robber nicely. Ooh, they're just like putting me to the test, eh? The chump check? Yeah, I'm not a chump. All right. Yeah, they play a spawn. We go planes, go to green source. One of the unfortunate things about Baba Saga versus Red Black is if they have the steel card, the incessant provocation, they can you can sack it to itself, so not great. Alright, so Poker Ghoul. But I'm not afraid of that. I'm no coward. Do I want to attack with the Pilgrim's Eye? Am I blocking with it? Probably not. Like, even if they killed... Like, one of the things to consider is, would I block with it if they killed one of my creatures? And I still think no. I'm still at a high enough life total. There's sometimes I won't attack with the creature I think I might be blocking with, because, you know, for that reason. Okay, so something's going on here. I'm fine with this, though, if they want to do something. Right, it's like, okay, well, I'm in a bad enough spot sometimes where if they kill my biggest blocker, I want to jump block, but we're not in that spot. All right, the Deadly Dispute. Yeah, fair enough. That means we're probably going to be able to tap their Baba here. Also, Pilgrim's Eye is the best thing with Baba, because it counts for 2 types. Ooh, Ambush is nice too. Okay, so what do we do here? I think I want to sacrifice the Eye and a land to draw some cards here. I think I'm going to kill this Fire Beetles, most likely. Let's play our Prism, first of all. I don't think I'm going to need the green. Okay, Manticore. It's not a bad one. So we'll go Swamp. Let's kill the Beetle before he gets an attack. And I might even... kind of funny. I might even go for the block with Baba here. And then if they sacrifice something with the Ghoul, we ambush the Ghoul. Or, cast ambush on the Baba. And then if things go wrong, we just, sack the Baba to something. Like, to itself and plus the Prism and the land. Ooh, Intellect Devour. Okay, so what do we do about that? I guess just to give them a land. It's not a huge deal. Yep. Ooh, yep. I will block. They're gonna sack. Ooh, sorry about this, opponent. Yeah. I love this card, by the way. Just like as a little utility card. I think it's a little bit underrated. Alright, so... Sack the Eye. Sack a black source. Draw 3 cards. Gain 3 life. You lose 3 life. Alright. Then we go... let's go attacking. And now what? Myconid or Manticore? Probably just chill. If they go for a removal spell, we can Linarm. If they don't, we'll just Manticore in a turn. Summon undead. Okay. Huh. Well, this means I might just eat this Intellect Devour if they attack by untapping my Baba. Alright, Prowler, sure. Alright, no attacks. Flash Manticore, draw a red source, get in. Play a red source, and do I want to keep up to the Linarm here or just play the Myconid? I think just play the Myconid, because now at this point, if they go to kill the Baba, like, we've already gotten so much value off of it, it doesn't matter that much. Black Dragon. Alright. Yep, they killed the Unicorn. That's fair enough. So now we go sack Unicorn, sack Prism, sack a white source. Draw infinite more cards. Let's Deadly Dispute. Well, let's wait till combat here. I'm having too much fun. I almost got antsy. All right. Play that. Oh, they didn't attack with the Prowler. Interesting. Sacker token. Ooh, Grim Bounty's a nice one. Yeah, all right. Well, just winning, like, on multiple fronts here. Do we have lethal some way this turn? So we can Grim Bounty this and then pump the team. I don't think that's quite enough, so we'll just Grim Bounty. Yep. And we'll go bash with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, just bash with Myconid. Oh, we actually do have lethal if they don't block here. It's kind of funny. Right? Because we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. Found the line. Buff the team. Yep. This makes them lose life. Just making sure, right? Yeah, okay. sack, and sack. Good game, opponents. All right, that was cool. Let me drop more cards to boot. Love when I end my game with, you will need to discard 7 cards at the end of your turn. Yep, once again, Pilgrim's Eye coming to save the day. We've had a lot of Pilgrim's Eye stick-together hands, haven't we? Oh no, I can't conceal information. I don't have a non-planes to play on turn 1. Alright, they play a Dusk Guard, which is annoying. It's going to bash us for 3 here. Ooh, Prowler, nice. Okay. Probably just going to block this thing, I imagine. Oh, maybe not, actually. Oh, okay. That's a problem. Yeah, okay. Give double team to that. Yeah, that's strong. So, what do we do now? I'm going to have to humiliate this next turn. So maybe I do just block this now. Yeah. Because then I'm going to be taking 4 next turn, and I can't really afford that. So we'll just block there, as unfortunate as it is. Okay, hopefully they just dump their hand. Yeah, this is good. This is good for us. Little check there to see what the older was. Not a party member. Alright, take that action. Go get our mountain. And hopefully that's all they have. Alright, I will not... I'll think about this for a second. What do I do here? Should I block, save some damage? I'm not sure. Yeah, just gotta sell the fact that I don't have a Wrath, you know? Alright, enough playing around. Alright, just dump 1 or 2 more creatures here. Alright. 1 more. Not 1 more? Come on. Opponent. Alright, stick together. They're checking? Do I have any? Any party members here? No party members? Alright. Alright, Valor Singer. It's a good follow-up. Strong follow-up. Prism. Okay, so we're not going to be playing Manticore most likely this turn, so we might as well play the Prism. Draw a card. See what we get. Ooh, Spawn. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay, so I still think I play the Pilgrim's Eye because I don't want to chump with Spawn. Like, I'm planning to block this Manticore, finish it off next turn most likely. And I can't play both the Pilgrim's Eye and the Manticore next turn. Oh, wait, can I have a play my land drop? I haven't played my land drop. So Maybe I should have done that. I don't actually think it matters very much. I'm like going really a big roller coaster here, but I don't think it matters very much because I'm going to get the spawn drain anyways at some point. I guess a haste creature, you know, like a 4/2 haste creature is where it would matter if they played one of those. But it's not like this is blocking anything this turn. All right, play a Bronze Walrus. That's not one I'm too afraid of. Unless it unlocks some weird splash, which it might, considering it's a little bit strange to have a Walrus in a red-white deck. All right, 2 bottom. Oh, Myconid's not bad. So that's what we'll play instead, I suppose. Because then we can just jump with the token and we'll still have our flyer around. It does mean that I can't profitably block the Walrus, but that's okay. Alright, they pump the Valor Singer. We'd like to see that. Just block and take 2. Alright, Manticore. Seems like they have an instant of some sort here. Ah, Hippogriff. Okay. Yep. It's unfortunate, but not the worst thing in the world. Okay, so now what do we do? I guess we can try to trade with the Hippogriff. Well, like here and here. So if that's the case, I'm going to be attacking with these two. But unlikely that works, just considering, you know, they have, they're most likely a deck with a bunch of tricks in it. I wonder if I should even just send the Myconid too. No, I won't, because if they attack with the Valor Singer, I'll double block it. Alright, and should I just play my land? I don't think I have too many reasons to hold multiple lands. In fact, I don't think I have reasons to hold lands at all, so we'll just play the land out. Alright, one of our, you know, a Linarm or a Jan Jansen even would be too bad. A Bauble of Saga, a removal spell. A lot of good draws. Alright, they play a Ranger Squadron. That's not too bad. I don't mind that so much. Honestly, it might be better for us that they played that instead of this. Alright, we draw a Hook Horror, eh? Okay, so if I attack, what happens? Nothing good, eh? Okay, so yeah, we just play the Hook Horror. Pass the turn. Hope to draw like a Deadly Dispute or something next turn. Yeah, they end their attack. I'm not going to block just yet. Play a Battle Cry, and then this thing. Oh, they don't play this. Ugh, that's bad. That means they have another, like, Hippogriff in hand or something. Alright, so how do we navigate this? What are our outs at this point? Not many, honestly. Has to be, like, Deadly Dispute into something. Although, Unicorn's not bad at this point, because we can pump it twice. Approaching 3 times, actually. Okay, so I'm going to attack with the Hook Horror. See what they do about it. Because we do want to be pushing damage at this point. You know, it's not much use. Just like, I think a lot of people's natural instinct at this point in the game is like, okay, hold back. You know, be defensive. But them... Oh, that's bad. I was gonna say it's often better to you know, push damage so that they can't just like have free reign of dealing you damage. They can be a little bit afraid of you racing them back, but obviously if they have a card like this, it makes it a lot worse for me. I don't think we would have been in a good spot either way if we didn't attack with this, but it is funny that that was the card that they cast right after I was going on about that. All right, fair enough. All right, well, no Pilgrim's Eye, but we are continuing to companion this stick together. Alright, play our Unicorn. Block. Call. Hobgoblin Captain. Sure. Alright. I might just block this thing. Especially because if they have a trick, like, they're not really going to want to attack their 3/1 into my 1/2, I imagine. And if they have a trick, I have Humiliation. Trap Finder. Okay. I will block. They're just cool with that, eh? Do I want to kill this Trap Finder? Not in particular. I'll just let this happen. Oh, Cloak of the Bat. That's an interesting one. Okay. Actually kind of scary in the face of, you know, it's a good post-Wrath card to play here. Or I should say, a good card for them to have on the board when I Wrath. Alright, they play Liara. It's a good one. On my turn. Ooh, Pilgrim's Eye. That's a good one, too. Okay. So, I am going to go get a green source here. I would like to have that white source, but I also would like to have my mana for Baldurs Saga. Yeah, I'm most likely just going to Wrath, too, if they draw land. Or if I draw land, sorry. Lulu. Okay, okay. Okay, we draw the land. Kind of funny, I'm a little bit less inclined to Wrath after the Lulu. Just because then the next creature they have is going to be flying. But I guess that's true anyways with the Cloak of the Bat, right? Yeah, so it's probably just fine to Wrath here, I imagine. Is there a better way to do it? No, I think it's fine. I think I'm just going to Wrath now. Might as well get in for an attack. They get their Trap Finder creature. Ooh, Hasty Unicorn. Hasty Flying Unicorn. Alright, yeah, get in there. Bye-bye. Alright. Okay, that was a really good draw, too, because now we have protection for the Baba. If they do have a removal spell that can kill it, which isn't many removal spells in red-white. Well, that's one. Blink? Alright, yeah. That'll do, that'll do. Okay, well, there it is again. It's our conspiracy, I tell ya. Pilgrim's Eye plus Stick Together. Truly whitelisted gamer over here. Alright, facing a blue deck. Blue-green, no less. Alright, Corlessa. Go attacking. This is kind of interesting. I actually think, do I go get the black source here? No, I don't think so. I think we've got enough black sources in the deck, and I think it's probably not that likely I need to Grim Bounty right away. Like, I'm not going to Grim Bounty this Corlessa, for example. And, you know, we're going to draw one over the next few turns, or a Pilgrim's Eye or whatever. Ooh, white source too. Okay, I don't know. There we go. Alright, so, yeah, let's just get in. Ooh, they block. Oh, are they going to go for the Hippogriff here? Okay, they're not. I was going to say, it's going to be really good if they do. But, I mean, it's a good here, too, right? We get to draw. Draw a card. I'm happy either way. Alright, take an action. Yep. And I think I'm going to play the Plains, yep. I mean, yeah, for sure I'm going to play the Plains. The reason not to play the Plains, I was thinking is like, oh, they know about the Forest, but they also know about the Plains, too, because I just found it. Which is, you know, small edge to gain, by the way. Like, if you play the land that you get off Pilgrim's Eye most of the time, right? Play the one that they know you have, rather than the one they don't know you have necessarily. Alright, not a bad draw, so let's jam. We're not making a ton of progress right now, but, you know, we got a lot of good stuff in the deck. We're kind of just trading pings right now. Jaheira. Okay. Solid. Ooh, are they going to activate? I would love it if they did. They might want to get a Scry. That's what the blue side does. No, they want to put counters on stuff. Oh, they didn't do that pre-combat. Interesting. Yeah, okay. So, again, this is going to work in our favor because we get to just pick this up and it's going to fizzle the trigger. Yep. Return. Which one are you targeting? This one. Okay. Oh, sorry, it doesn't fizzle the trigger. My bad. Because it's got targets, right? The reason that the green side fizzles is because the gain 4 doesn't have targets, right? All right, that's not a bad one. So let's just get in there. And do I want a Wrath right now? Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good enough time. Like, yeah, they could play a giant thing, but actually, what are the? I just gotta check here. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We got a Grim Bounty for that, so not a huge deal. I suppose what I could have done is I could have sacked and then used my treasure, so I get 2 new cards next turn. But I don't think that's super necessary. Like I could have disputed my Pilgrim's Eye, I should say. All right, Owlbear. Yeah, it's not a bad follow-up. All right, Vampire Spawn. It's a good one. All right, so let's go. Spawn and Pilgrim's Eye. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm not going to kill this owlbear because there's just like most likely bigger fish to fry. Oh, I guess I should have played my land first because then I don't have planes up, which isn't that big a deal. I don't think I'm gonna need 2 humiliation, but yeah, out of these green decks, like, you know, I'd much rather hit a Linarm or something like that than just an owlbear. Also, there's a chance we want to get a blocker out of the way, right? They're at 12. Follow the tracks, okay. Okay, so I'm going to Deadly Dispute this Pilgrim's Eye. Oh. Oh. Huh. Alright, yeah. Well, I'm glad I didn't go for the Grim Bounty, I guess, there. Never mind. I'm going to be Deadly Disputing the Vampire spawn. Alright, that was pretty good for them. That was pretty good. Yep. Alright, alright. Alright, Linarm's a good one. Linarm's a good one. I'm just gonna jam that. Yes. Giganto thing. I really like my decision to splash these Linarms, by the way. They gave the deck some much needed oomph here. Alright, this is always a good sign when they go to activate their gates after you've slammed a giant thing. Okay, yeah, let's just get in. Suppose they could have +3/+3? Oh, Hypnotic Pattern. Okay. That's something, I suppose. I'll just finish that off with Humiliation. Sure, sure. Myconid. Doesn't give them any more turns. Oh, what's this? Containment. Alright, alright. Yeah, yeah. You got me. Alright, game with the eye. Play my land. One arm. Alright. Well, there's said bigger fish to fry. Ooh, Jan too. Okay, that's kind of sick. Okay, so we go kill the Linarm. And it might just be better to jam, actually, with this thing. Like, yeah, it's actually kind of close, right? If they get rid of this somehow, I definitely will wish I had the tokens. But yeah, you know what? It's actually just a little safer, I think. And it's not that much worse. Just to sack. To make some 1/1s here. Alright, so... Yep. Sack here. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Alright. That should do it, I imagine. We just pump. Play our land, pump again. And get in there. Yeah, one more. I'm not afraid. I don't think they had everything. All right, there we go. Sweet. It was a bit of a turbulent game, but we got there. All right. Yeah, great hand. Great hand. I'll have to check the tapes, but I'm not sure if there's been a single game in this draft league that we haven't had either the Eye or the Wrath to stick together. All right. Yep. Ooh, single red mana. What is single red mana? Are they just a full control gamer? Okay, okay. Play my green source. I think they might just be a full control gamer. Okay, okay. Oh, okay. It doesn't explain the single red source still. Or the single, the pause with the single red source. Myconid, alright. Okay, so let's get in there. I don't mind trading Prowler for a 1/1 here. Draw a card, get deeper in our deck. Okay. I guess maybe I should have Pilgrim's Eyed first, if that was my plan. Just like one less land I could possibly draw. They cast a dragon. Okay, we draw a Grim Bounty. Do I want to Grim Bounty this dragon? That's kind of interesting. Like, kind of yes, kind of no. It's a little annoying, but I think I'm supposed to just hold my Grim Bounty for now. I don't think I really care too much if, if this bops me a few times. I think there's just probably more important things to do with it, And I think I'm gonna play out this Pegasus. It's kind of interesting. I could blink the Pilgrim's Eye. I think this Pegasus is probably just gonna eat a removal spell. So maybe I just chill and get a land with my Pilgrim's Eye. Yeah, I think that's probably actually better. I just can't see this, I can't see this Pegasus surviving. And it's just such a good use of their turn if they can, like, for 2 mana, be able to, like, snap this off and then do something else. Although, I guess, maybe that was a little risk. I actually hadn't considered they had 2 mana up there. So, we got a little bit lucky there, maybe. Alright, and I'll just pass the turn here. Yeah, take 3. Oh, Altar. Okay, it's a good card. It's a good card. Here's something on watch. Okay, that's not a bad one. So, let's play our land. If we play this, we can't do anything else. We can Grim Bounty the token. Yeah, let's, don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. Okay, that's fine. Grim Bounty this thing, and then we'll just, here's something on watch the flyer. Also means that, next turn, I can cast the Pegasus off the treasure and get a 1/1. So, even if the Pegasus dies, I do get a little bit of value. Yeah, just kill the Pegasus. Or kill the dragon, sorry. They can bring it back, I suppose, but that's okay. Ooh, okay, that's a nice one, because if they're holding a removal spell for the Pegasus, I am going to be able to resolve the Baba, so let's just jam with the Eye. I assume they have something here, too. Use my treasure. Oh, I guess the problem here, though, is if they do have a removal spell here, I'm wasting my treasure. You know what? I don't mind that. I don't mind them just, us not getting a treasure, them using a removal spell here, us resolving Baba. Alright, yeah, Maze Fireball. Exactly. Okay. If I didn't draw the Baba, I actually might have just not even cast the dragon there to, waste their mana, but I'm fine with wasting their removal spell instead. Alright, we attack. Alright, come on, Baba. Hopefully this survives. Oh, they're hovering. I don't like that. Okay, I'll just take that. Please untap. Yep, we did it. Okay, cool. So, yeah, oh, okay, no, that's fine. they can't beat this card, apparently. That works. All right, so, it worked out. Yeah, playing the Pegasus before the Baba. Okay, sweet. All right, what a awesome draft. We went for a little bit of fun and paid off. We actually had a pretty powerful deck, honestly. And I will say about this deck, just like format, the format in general, like now that the format has gotten to a point where you're not going to get the most focused decks in the world, you're just not going to get the sicko black-white, all good white commons, all good black common deck. It's just people know what the good cards are. I would be a little more willing to stretch and be, kind of a deck like this, stay a little more open, be a little more willing to splash for some power, pick up those Pilgrim's Eyes slightly earlier, and, maybe you'll get rewarded like this. Anyways, if you like this, as always, leave a comment, subscribe if you're not already, leave a like, all that helps. And yeah, thank you so much. If you want to support the content, do that stuff that I just mentioned. But also, there's a Patreon link in the description with a bunch of reward tiers to give back to you. There's a Discord there, the Limited Level Ups Discord. One of the best ways to get better at Limited Magic quickly is to talk to people that know their stuff. And there's a lot of people in that Discord that know their stuff. So check that out if you're interested, and we'll see you in the next video.